Hey, it's Leslie. How's your weekend going? I'm having an interesting weekend so far. Yesterday, I dropped my cell phone out of my pocket when I was trying to get my gloves out to leave the store. And so, yeah, my cell dropped on the ground and that's dead. Okay, so that's kind of annoying because that's the only phone I have. I don't have a landline. Then today, I went to do my laundry. And in my apartment, it's one little room per floor, and it's very small washer dryer, a sink thing to do hand washing. And I open the door, and there's a guy sleeping on top of the machines. So that was freaky. And even when I was like, oh my gosh, like he scared me. He didn't wake up, like he was out. And this wasn't like 6 in the morning. It was after 11 a.m. So I don't know. Anyway, that was freaky. And then, of course, I couldn't call the apartment, like security or whatever, caretaker line, because I didn't have a phone. So I ended up, when I heard a neighbor in the hallway putting their trash down the garbage chute, I asked them to please go check if the guy was still there, and then he called for me. So then he was gone. Anyway, yeah, so there's that. Tonight I'm actually gonna, well, I don't think I'll meet him, but I'm going to see Kirk Cameron at a seminar about well, it's okay. It's kind of about marriage, but it's not just for married couples. I'm not married. Like it could be married couples, engaged couples, dating couples. So I would be the dating couple. So that'll be interesting. It's about like unconditional love and stuff like that. Kind of based sort of loosely, I think, from the movie Fireproof that he was in, and that's like my all-time favorite movie. So check it out if you haven't heard of it or seen it. Fireproof with Kirk Cameron. And what else? Oh yeah. So I'm having a little dilemma. Um, I had a breast reduction in April, and I have a banquet I'm going to next weekend, and I needed a new dress. And now the problem is, like for me, my problem was always my chest was too big for clothes. Now my problem is from like the bottom half, my butt's still big, so the bottom half is too tight, and then the top half, I don't have enough to fill anymore. So that's an issue. I did find one style that works for my body because it's more fit on the top and then more flared out in the bottom. But I only found like one dress like that, and it was $90, and it's like a summer dress. It's white with flowers, which isn't ideal for a January banquet when you live in Canada. So that's my dilemma. I gotta go shopping tomorrow to look. Please, send some happy thoughts that I, find a dress in that style, but not so summery. Like maybe just a solid color, or that would be really, really good. So one thing I want to talk about is I weighed myself. Do I say that all the time? One thing I want to talk about. Okay, I weighed myself and I gained 2 more pounds this week. And the thing is, I'm not totally surprised because I mentioned very briefly in my other video that I had a potluck last Saturday. I went to a Chinese buffet for my dad's birthday on Wednesday. And so, I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised, right? But I did go to kickboxing twice, and I was feeling like more slim. I can tell if my stomach feels more bloated or more like firm. I don't know. And I was feeling good, so I actually thought I would have good results, but I didn't. And the thing I was trying to say too about the reason I'm going to those things is because last year and for the last few years, I've skipped so many events and like missed out on spending times with people who are important to me because I'm avoiding those meals and those dinners and those just the foods. I'm it's easier for me to live in my little controlled world where I eat the same thing every day, and I live in my apartment where I don't have extra food options, to binge on. So that was working, but at the same time, then I felt like I'm pushing everyone away and sacrificing everything. So this year, I'm trying to find the balance. I mean, obviously, I got to be careful because I can't be like making plans like 2 times every week to go out for dinner and have like those splurges, but I don't want to push away and neglect people in my life because of my own food hangups. So, okay, so here's the thing. The weekly weigh-ins are not helping me at this point. It's frustrating, and then I feel like, oh, I'm gaining weight anyway. So it makes me like not. I don't know. It makes me just want to binge. And so one thing I'm going to do, I decided starting like the first Friday of February, is I'm only going to weigh myself the first Friday of the month, because I find it's just discouraging me more than encouraging me. And I'm going to still kind of keep track based on how I'm feeling, like how my clothes is fitting, how my stomach's feeling, and stuff like that. And just, live day by day, instead of aiming for a certain goal, making decisions day by day. Do I want to put this in my body? Do I want, is this something that's good for me, that's going to nourish my body, or something that's going to hurt my body? And as far as working out too, do I want to do this to help my body, to strengthen my body, to be more healthy, instead of just focusing on the number? Because right now the number is doing more damage than good. And the thing is too, what is also bringing me to this conclusion is that I'm learning, and it's kind of something I've always known, but it became really clear to me this week, is I kind of have self-sabotage tendencies when, okay, let me give the scenario. Okay, for as far as weight, I'll set a goal, like, I want to lose this weight by this day because I have this event, like whether it's a reunion, lots of people want to lose weight for high school reunion things, or a wedding, or an event like the banquet next week. I wanted to be a way smaller size by that. And then what happens is when that approaches, and then if I realize like it's not going to happen, then I almost get so frustrated and anxious about it that I end up self-sabotaging and binging, because I don't know, I think it gives me anxiety, because I know I'm like, it makes me feel like a failure. And I found I did that in school too, when it got to the point where I felt like I'm not going to do as good as I want to do, I would almost avoid it, and I would like keep myself busy and avoid working on it to do as good as I still could have done, so I would just self-sabotage and make it even harder, even though, I wasn't doing as good as I thought I wanted to. I still could have done better if I didn't self-sabotage, but I would kind of freak out, and it wasn't something I consciously did. But now looking back, I'm starting to understand it, what I was doing. So that's the other reason too. I don't want to set goals based on certain dates or events, because I find I set myself up for disappointment, and then that upsets me, and then I binge. So that's the other reason too, that I would prefer to just live day by day. I mean, I still want to weigh once a month just to keep track, and know what's going on. But yeah, that's my plan. I hope it works. Okay, I did take some notes. I'm actually doing really good. 8 minutes. I wanted to say hi to Sammie and her friends Jenn and Tiffy. Oh, I just wrote Tiffy. You guys are awesome. I feel like you've almost like adopted me into your group of friends. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for your support. Sammie's kind of doing the same thing with me, trying to get healthier, lose weight, and it's cool to have a support system, and I think we're very much alike. We both like the same kind of YouTubers and that, and just people who are really positive and uplifting, and just genuine people. So thank you for your support. And oh yeah, Tiffy, that's what I wanted to say. You had asked about, actually I'm drinking it right now, what is in my meal replacement. And thank you for asking. I'm going to talk about that in my video on Monday on XocasingXocai, because I've talked about it, but I've actually never really explained what all the ingredients are. And I mean, it's very good stuff. So, but it's a lot to talk about. So that should be up on Monday on XocasingXocai. So thank you so much for that suggestion, because I'm trying to find ways to focus on, talking about the product and learning more about the product myself. So thank you for asking, because that gave me a really good topic for Monday's update on that channel. And yeah, I think it's also really cool that you guys know people, that you're friends online and in real life, because until very recently, the only person who knew I posted videos was my boyfriend, and then someone I went to school with, Doug MacArthur. Links below. He found me on Twitter, which means he found me on here, and you can check out his channel. He has maybe some videos with his band, Broken Halo, really good band, and with his cats, and at least one with his little baby boy. And yeah, I'm not surprised though, because Doug was like the first person I knew. I think I heard about Twitter from him, so he's very on top of like online stuff. So if anyone was gonna find me from my real life, it was definitely gonna be him. So I was not surprised at all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really tell people because I feel like no one I know realizes that that YouTube is more than just viral videos about. There are, okay, Doug's not trying to do crazy viral cat videos, but there are a lot of like cat videos, people that are, you know, after David after the dentist, you know, that are out of it, just real life things that people post for comedy. Yeah, I don't really know people that understand the community factor of it and the fact that there are people who actually put up videos on a regular basis. So I feel like if I tried to explain that to people, they'd be like, what do you mean you sit at your computer and watch people who upload videos of them? I don't know. So yeah, I think what I'm saying though is I'm rambling. I think it's cool that you are friends in real life and on YouTube. And I'm gonna pretty much end here. I think that was all that I wanted to say. I'm doing good. And I'm late though. I don't know where my boyfriend's at, but he's probably trying to get a hold of me, but I can't really call him or text him to tell him my phone's dead because my phone's dead. So he's probably downstairs waiting for me. I just kind of figured if he couldn't get a hold of me, he would come up to the apartment. I hope my dad wasn't trying to call me too, because my dad gets really frustrated if he can't get a hold of me. But the thing starts in an hour, the thing with Kirk Cameron, but the door's open right now, and we were planning to leave 15 minutes ago, which means I started this when I was supposed to be leaving. But sometimes he's running late too, but he's probably left me messages, but my phone's dead, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm not completely dressed, so I should probably go get dressed in that and get ready to go since we're already late and stop rambling. So that's it. I'm in a good mood though. Despite my lack of a phone and finding a person sleeping like a baby on top of the washing machines this morning, it's a good day. I got all of my food prep done for my soup tomorrow. I cooked my onions, I chopped my carrots, I cooked my chicken, I cooked the rice. And yeah, so it's doing good. I just need to find a dress. I'm like in a panic and I don't want to spend that much on a dress because I still want to lose weight. So ideally, it's something that's only going to ever fit me once. Okay. Okay. Oh, one more thing. There is one more thing. I'm going to start using my other camera, so I'm not going to be posting a video next weekend. But hopefully the week after that, I'll have a really awesome video. So I guess I will see you in 2 weeks, unless you watch my video on XocasingXocai. In that case, I will see you on Monday. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.